Mueller attacked Trump, Trump shot back with his secret weapon. The Trump administration has now released a statement in response to the report that special counsel Robert Mueller impaneled a Washington grand jury in his Russia probe, I would assume. White House Press Secretary Sarah Huckabee Sanders issued the following statement. Ty Cobb, special counsel to the president, said he wasn't aware that Mr. Mueller had started using a new grand jury. Grand jury matters are typically secret, Mr. Cobb said. The White House favors anything that accelerates the conclusion of this work fairly. The White House is committed to fully cooperating with Mr. Mueller. Former FBI Director Jim Comey said 3 times the president is not under investigation and we have no reason to believe that has changed. Josh Kaplan, CNBC, White House issues statement on Wall Street Journal report that says Mueller has impaneled grand jury in the Russia probe. CNBC reports, yes, that Ty Cobb, special counsel to the president, wasn't aware that Mr. Mueller had started a new grand jury. Grand jury matters are typically secret. Yeah, we read that. The White House is committed to fully cooperating with Mr. Mueller. Trump's lawyer, John Dowd, told NBC that the White House legal team has been cooperating with Bob Mueller and his staff since the 1st of June because we're trying to get this thing over and done with. Trump told the New York Times previously that Mueller looking into his finances crossed a red line. Here is what Sarah Sanders said about Mueller recently. And share this immediately if you think that it's time for Mueller to finish up his investigation. It seems to be nothing more than a political witch hunt and needs to be stopped. Absolutely, but I don't think he's stopping anytime soon.
The president said that if Robert Mueller were to look at his finances or the family finances, it would constitute a red line. How is that not a threat to the special counsel?
I think that the president, the point he's trying to make is that the clear purpose of the Russia investigation is to review Russia's meddling in the election, and that should be the focus of the investigation, nothing beyond that.
That should not be viewed as a threat, as a warning to what the special counsel should or should not be looking at as it relates to the president's and his family's finances.
Do you see how they twist it? What does the finances have anything to do with it? He was investigating for election. Now he's taking it further into that.
The president's making clear that the special counsel should not move outside of the scope of the investigation.
Correct.
Sarah,
thanks. I want to go back to the president's comments about Robert Mueller. He was asked if Mr. Mueller does in fact look into his finances as a part of his special counsel. Would he consider firing him? The president said, I can't answer that question because I don't think it's going to happen. Does that mean that firing the special counsel is something that's on the table for this president?
I've answered this question several times before. Although the president has the authority to do so, he doesn't intend to do so.
And Sarah, the president's not concerned about this probe. Why does it matter? Why does he care if Robert Mueller looks into his finances?
I think it's clear that the president is frustrated by the continued witch hunt of the Russia investigation, and he'd love for this to come to a full conclusion so that everyone can focus fully on the thing that he was elected to do, and that's what he'd like to be focused on.
a finer point on Mueller. The president said if he does investigate his or the family's finances, that's crossing a red line. There's a report today that Mueller is investigating a broad range of the family's financial transactions. If that report is true, then he has crossed the red line. Does that mean he fires him?
Again, as I said earlier, the president has no intention to do so at this time.
He crosses the red line, so the red line doesn't mean anything.
That's not what I said. I don't believe everything I read in the paper. We'll have to see as we get more details on
But
that.
he said that. It's on audio. He said that's crossing a red line. That's not something you read in the paper.
I'm talking about the investigation looking into the
But if
finances.
it's
The president's been
doesn't
clear
have to fire him,
many
because he said
times
that's
before
crossing
that
our-
he has no financial dealings whatsoever with Russia. The point the president's making is that the investigation should stay within the confines of Russia meddling in the election and nothing beyond that. I'm not going to get into that.
Isn't it disgraceful? Isn't it disgraceful? Like that they push and push